What's going on, guys? This is Nolan, and I am the Tier 0 Scrub. So what's going on, guys? I came back from YCS Columbus last night. Unfortunately, I couldn't stay for day 2. My buddy had to work. Unfortunately, that kind of thing happens, but it is what it is. I just want to say I had a blast. I met a lot of really cool people. I played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Got away from everybody for a few days. Or, well, not a few days. Got away from everybody for a weekend. Had a lot of fun. I don't regret going. Unfortunately, I did not have the greatest of stats, but still, it was a lot of fun. I was very happy to play, and so I'm going to take you guys through my matchups. And honestly, my deck performed really well the way I wanted it to. Anyways, we're going to get into that here in a few seconds. But first off, guys, I need y'all to do me a favor. You all know what I'm going to ask you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go. So, we're going to start it off. My day went pretty well. I'm honestly really happy with the way Dark Dinos performed. It had a terrible Pure Striker match. I will not lie to you guys at all about that. The Pure Striker matchup was garbage. But anyways, that was the one I really feared the most, but anyways, besides the point, let's get into this. So, round 1, I drew against Pure Striker. Game 1, he hit me with jamming waves and afterburners, and I couldn't really do anything after that or stop his multi-roll. Unfortunately, I just couldn't react to his spells. And also though, that may also be my fault. A lot of that's my fault, actually. Just for the simple fact I didn't really know the interactions with Pure Striker, because up until this weekend, I'd never played against it. I played test against my buddy the night before. Even then though, I still didn't really understand the interactions all that well. But anyways, I lost game 1. Then game 2, we were going into time. I was up. I basically beat him to death with Quatless and Conductor. I was up in the life point count, my 3,000 to his 200. And then, yeah, he really took forever, especially those last 5 minutes to try to make a play. So what he does, he activates Widow Anchor and Mind Control. He takes both my Conductor and my Quatless. I'm looking at this as like, okay, all he has to do is attack and he wins. Or no, wait, I take that back. I'm sorry. Game 2 is actually Quatless and an Ovi. So he takes him. He has enough for game right there. Like, all he has to do is just swing. I don't have any back row to stop him or anything else, or I don't know if he feared something in my hand to stop it, or to stop him from attacking, or spare myself, whatever. So, I don't know if he's contemplating something or what, but after he takes control of my monsters, he activates Area 0, which is the pot of duality for the deck. He flips over a Ray, a Shark Cannon, and it was either Jamming Wave or Afterburner, I forget. But he takes the Ray, and I'm like, okay, he has Hayate, and then he has my Quatless and Ovi. I'm like, okay, all you have to do is just summon Ray, make Boral Sword or Boraload, and you win. Or you can just swing right here, right now. No, he decides to link it away into Phoenix. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, either way, you still have enough for game, but I'm like, just attack, you win. And I look up, and he's still trying to decide on what he wants to do. There's like 10 seconds left in the match. I look up, I'm like, dude, all you gotta do is swing and you win. Like, you win. You 2-0'd me. And he's still thinking, then judge calls for time. We're both looking at this, and I told him, I was like, dude, I don't know what you were doing, but all you had to do was just swing and you would have won. He's like, yeah, I know, but I didn't know if you had something in your hand or what. So we sat there and talked about it. Signed the slip, said it was a draw. We moved on. Round 2, I played against DDDs. I know, right? That deck hasn't been a thing in, I don't know, years. Something like that. I OTK'd him game 1. Literally, I just beat him to death with Quatless and Conductor. Then game 2, was shenanigans going on. Mostly due to my part. I'll explain here in a second, but going into the last game, there was like 15 seconds, or not 15 seconds, 15 minutes left in the match. I had a board of Conductor and Ovi. I beat him down with it, passed my turn. He makes DDD Oracle King and then another fusion monster. I don't know its name. I don't know DDDs all that well, to be honest with you guys. So I activated Conductor's effect to flip those space down. He changed Skill Drain. I'm thinking, no way, because I have a Ghost Ogre in my hand. Like, oh, hey, that's space up, and I'm thinking, hey, this is space up and activated now, technically. So I was like, no, not today. Chain Ghost Ogre to pop it. And two other players that are sitting next to me look at me like, dude, what are you doing? I look back at them. I look back at one of them. I was like, what? Can I not do that? He's like, I'm not allowed to talk about game saves. Like, okay, fine. We'll talk after the match. He allows it to go through, and then after he does that, I read the card. I was like, motherfucker. Like, I forgot Ghost Ogre's interaction with trap cards is not that well, or flip effects, whatever. So he allows it to go through, and then on my next turn, I win. The guy talks to me and goes, yeah, dude, you're not allowed to do that. Because technically, skill drain was spaced down, and he just now activated it. Can't Ghost Ogre it. I'm like, fuck. This dude, I don't condone cheating at all, and I absolutely hate the fact that happened. It irritates the hell out of me right now. After I realized it, or after he told me that, and I double checked it just to make sure. I apologized about 1,000 times. This dude, that is not the way I want to win a game, like, at all. Like, I feel terrible about it. I feel like an ass. Again, I apologize about 1,000 times. We were talking about it, and he goes, it would have changed game state a little bit, but, like, I would have killed him. I feel like I would have killed him a lot slower. I didn't ask to look at his hand, because to me, I was more worried about the fact, like, oh shit, I just cheated. That's what I was more worried about than, being like, oh, hey, I would have killed you and like such and such. I'm not a dick like that, and I didn't really care about that at the time. So anyways, we talked about it. Again, I apologize. I kept apologizing and apologizing. He's like, dude, it's fine, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Like, shit happens. We'll just move on. Really nice guy. His name is Steven, by the way, so shout outs to him. So then Karma came back in round 3. I got 2-0'd by Lost World Dinos. Yeah, mirror match. He beat me to the OTK game 1. Game 2, it was so dumb. He was just chilling on a Conductor and an Ovi. I was chilling on 2 Conductors, and I think I had a Miscellaneous Source and a Ovi in my hand. I decided to act. Instead of discarding the Miscellaneous Source, like I should have, by the way, always discard Miscellaneous Source to protect your shit. I go ahead, I activate the effect, I just pop the Ovi out of my hand. Or actually, no, I take that back, I'm sorry. I had 2 Conductors and an Ovi on board, another Ovi and a Miscellaneous Source in my hand. I pop the Ovi that's on my field, flip everything face down. He has a Conductor and an Ovi. He activates his effect. He chains Conductor's effect to my Conductor. And then next turn he summons another one and just kills me. Unfortunate, but that's how it happens. Round 4, I played Mech Knight Invoked. So he has me go first. I don't know what he's playing. I was assuming it was Goki, actually. So without thinking about it, I make Quatless, and I'm sitting on it. And then I have a Twin Twisters. I decide to set it. Without thinking, I put it in the same column as Quatless. I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh shit, if this is not the matchup that I think that I'm playing, then I'm absolutely fucked. And sure enough, he summons Alistair and sets a card face down. I'm like, he summons Alistair, searches invocation. Immediately, I'm just like, fuck. Here we go. He drops Indigo and then just goes off. I can't respond to it. Like, I had nothing in my hand to respond to it. He wins game 1. Game 2, I bricked. I had a Lure of Darkness in my hand with the Dark Kaiju. Activate a Lure. I draw into, I think, a Twin Twister, and I know I draw into an Ovi. I'm looking at this, I was like, okay, and he has a Macabre on board, by the way. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, well, fuck. I need the Ovi to go do my plays, but I can't do anything if I have that Macabre. So I'm like, okay, I need to keep Radon and hopefully make a board out of something. So I banish Ovi, Kaiju the Macabre. I try to make my plays, and yeah, I made the best board that I could possibly. And then he makes a bigger board, and I just lose. So yeah, round 5 and 6, I turned it around. I beat Pure Trickstar. Game one, I beat him to death with Conductor, a Quatless, and an Ovi. Game 2, he burns me. I make a pretty good board. Turn 1, I'm like, okay, I got the OTK, here we go. I forgot back row. I couldn't pop the back row. I was thinking he just set a reincarnation so he had it. Because he didn't activate it. I searched once and I didn't see the storming coming and bounced everything back to my hand. He burns me to death and then I can't recover. So he takes game 2. Game 3, it was back and forth. He burnt me with Lycurus. I couldn't do anything. He was up in the life point up until my last turn, and he had me under Gozen, by the way. So I literally had a Quatless and an Ovi. And on his last turn, he's just chilling on 2 Lycurus, thinking he's just going to win out and burn me. So I top deck Twin Twister. Beautiful. Twin Twister, discard Twin Twister, I discard a dead Gamma out of my hand to pop Light Stage and another back row, Light Stage and Gozen. Get rid of those. I searched a pill the turn before. Activate pill, Conductor, so no bullshit happens. Discard Miscellaneous to protect myself. Banish it, get Aolo, make Chimbara. And then I try to attack with Conductor. He tries to Ghost Ogre in the damage step. I'm looking at it, I was like, dude, you can't do that. He's like, oh yeah, I want to be sure. So he calls over the judge. I'm just looking at this like, fuck. There's 40 seconds left in the match when I look up. I'm like, no. This cannot be fucking happening. Judge is like, yeah, no, you can't do that. I'm like, whew. So now he's down in a life point count, 4,000 to my 44. And then I go ahead and try and attack with Chimbara for game. He tries to Ghost Ogre it again. I was like, dude, you can't do that. He calls the judge over again. He's like, hey, can I do this? No, you can't do that. It was just the same thing with Conductor you just tried to do. No. Attack with Chimbara for game, and I take the match 2-1. Round 6, I was against Altergeist. Game 1, I OTK'd him. I got the Miss Starboy, Chimbara, Conductor out. I top deck Twin Twister. I got rid of his back row. Popped the Melody Seek off of Yazi. And then made Mira, went off into Miss Starboy. Then synchroed for Chimbara. Summoned Conductor, win. Game 2, I bricked. So I went ahead and scooped. Game 3, it was going back and forth. I was up in the life point count, 42 to 25, and then time. So I won 2-1. Pure Striker. Game 1, it was very competitive. So I had a dead Gamma and Soul Charge in my hand. I was down to 40. I was down to 39. I attempt to activate Soul Charge. He Ghost Spells it, and then I have to scoop. And then game 2, I couldn't do anything. So he had it after turn 5. And then, yeah, I went ahead and dropped because I had to come home, and my buddy had already dropped. He was X3. And we had to call it a day because he had to come back here and go to work. But anyways, I met a lot of cool people. I got to meet Team Sam. I did a vlog with I'm so angry. That was more Scottish than anything, but besides the point. So no, I did a vlog with him, and go check it out on his channel whenever he posts it. I hope he does soon. But anyways, it was really cool. I got to meet a lot of really cool people, and just had a lot of fun. I was able to get away for a weekend from work and the another life BS. But that's besides the point. And it was just a really fun time, and I cannot wait for the next round of regionals. So unfortunately, Spiral's dead. Unfortunately, not much I can do about it. I tried my best to fix it, but I'm just 7 out of 10 test hands. I did it with double summon. It didn't help. I tried it online with Brilliant Fusion because I don't have them. Obviously a lot of extra garnets, so I just bricked. And yeah, so unfortunately, if somebody comes up with an awesome Spiral build, let me know so I can personally test it and see if I can fix it. But I had a lot of fun playing Dark Dino. And actually, I'm gonna cut it down to 40 and play Lost World. I was able to finally get a lot of the other cards that I needed. So we're gonna be playing Lost World. I did some test hands today, and beautiful, 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 beautiful. So, I'm gonna be playing Lost World Dinos for the time being. There's a couple cards I'm missing, so hopefully I'll bring you guys a deck profile here by the end of the week. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. So, again, please like, comment, and subscribe. And to all my fellow scrubs out there, stay classy. Later.